Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be taking you through some roads of Mangalore. We will drive through the Mangalore roads, some of the one section of Mangalore. I'll show you some areas of Mangalore. We'll drive for about an hour, 1 hour drive through Mangalore. So right now we are at a place called Kotekani Road. Kotekani Road is near Bijay Kapikad. That is one area of Mangalore, and we are starting from here. And this is the Kotekani Road, which leads to the old Infosys Road. So most of the roads in Mangalore, being a smart city, so-called smart city, now most of the roads are being concretized, but a lot of development is yet to be done on the sides, particularly the footpaths. There are no proper footpaths. Some development has taken place, yes, but not enough. A lot of things have to improve. A lot of maintenance problem is there. So being a smart city, there are a lot of finance is available now for the development of the city, but I don't think it's completely being utilized. I'm not sure why. So a lot of constructions are coming up on this narrow road. This is quite a narrow road, but still you can see a lot of apartment systems are coming up. See, quite a few apartments are here, one after the other. At least because of the apartments, the roads may get widened a bit. Otherwise, all these were village roads once upon a time, which were developed later by cutting the forest. As you can see, in a lot of trees on this side, that side. Obviously, this particular area was dug up for the construction of roads a few decades ago, but the development is very, very poor. So on the left hand side, you can see the compound wall, side wall of old Infosys building. Infosys is not operating right now, but they're still keeping the building. I heard they're still on lease or something. They've shifted to another outside Mangalore called, there is a place called Mudipu. It's a village. They have very, very large campus there. So Infosys has shifted. But still they're keeping the building. Probably they may have few staff here. I'm not very sure about that. So we have reached a junction called Kottara Junction. Kottara. This entire area is called as Kottara. Quite a confusing name, Kottara, because many areas come in this particular domain. If you say Kottara, that's not enough. If you take taxi and say Kottara, they will ask, in Kottara where? So this road was developed partially by the finance of Infosys. That's what I have heard. I'm not very sure. And that's why this is called as Infosys Road, one of the very first roads in Mangalore to be concretized. On the left hand side, you can see an arch that is the Jilla Panchayat office. You go inside, there is a Jilla Panchayat. I'm pausing here for something, but I'm not cutting the video. But this is one continuous 1 hour video. Right, we are starting again. See, a lot of city buses. A lot of city buses are there in Mangalore. Mangalore was one of the few cities, even since many decades, where city buses were plenty. A lot of them were there. Very enterprising in that particular aspect. A lot of city buses are there. So commuting for the citizens is not a problem. Common citizens who don't have cars or bikes or whatever. This being afternoon, right now the time is around 1:30. It's very hot and sunny. That's the reason that not many people are there on the road. Otherwise, This road is always busy. So now we have reached a place called Urva Stores. Urva Stores is not an official name. The entire area is called as Urva. Urva Stores is a sort of adopted name, but there was one store long, long ago called Urva Stores. That stores is not operating right now, but still the name is stuck. On the left hand side is Urva Stores bus stand, city bus stand. So now we have come to a place called Chilimbi, one after the other. No? So these are because of some local thing dialects. These names came up and the names became official later. Chilimbi, literally means it's a source of water. That's a name. Plenty of water was available here in this region. That's a reason it was called as Chilimbi. On the left hand side is the Reliance Smart Bazaar. A lot of flats and other things are coming up on the sides of the road, on the side streets. If you go to the left side and it goes to the hilly area, Chilimbi Gudda we call it as. If you go to the right, it goes downhill. So we are right now almost on the middle of the hill, you can say. On other side, then it goes down. On the left hand side, it goes up. So right, Chilimbi is over. It's a small area. So now we come to a place called Lady Hill. Lady Hill, the name came up because on the left hand side in the compound there is a school called Lady Hill School. So there's a girls' school. Because of that, this area came to be known as Lady Hill. And circle, you can see at the end of this road, it was once upon a time called as Lady Hill Circle or Lady Hill Junction. Right now it's called as Narayan Guru Circle. So we're going to take a left on here. If you go straight, it goes to Gandhinagar area. I've taken a left here. On the left hand side, we are approaching a hotel called Hotel Seaview, a relatively new hotel. Maybe 3 or 4 years back it started. Quite famous for its food and other things and good lodging. Hotel Seaview. Always some kind of offers are available on the food here. So this is one of the better areas of Mangalore. On the left hand side again it goes to the hills. It's all one hill on the left hand side which has been dug up and a lot of flats and other things have come up. On the right hand side, now we are approaching a big ground called Karavali Utsav ground or called Karavali Utsav Maidan on the right hand side. Yeah, that is the ground where a lot of festivities take place and a couple of times a year, exhibitions and all that. And once in a year, there is Karavali Utsav because Karavali means coast, festival of the coastal Karnataka. See, Mangalore is a very vital, coastal town or city. Right now, it's in the due course, it will become a metropolis probably, metropolitan town, and which has got connectivity through railway, roads, sea route, and air. All the four kind of. I don't think any other city in Karnataka has all these four, right? On the right hand side, you can see the famous Babas. It's famous all over India right now. Babas ice cream parlor. And on the a little further on the right is Mangalore City Corporation. On the left hand side, you can see a building that is Saibin Complex. So this area is called Lal Bagh. It's quite a important junction in Mangalore, the Lal Bagh junction. So we're going to take a left turn here. Right, you can see a compound on the right hand side that belongs to Ganesh BD Works, famous Ganesh BDs. And one building, there is a heritage building. Now they have leased it to Hotel Timappa. You can see a building there. Hotel Timappa is now famous for the fish, the seafood. On the left hand side is Bharat Mall, a small time mall, but first mall in Mangalore, you can say. It has got four theatres, that is multiplex. Now we have reached a KSRTC junction. KSRTC Vijay. This area is called as Vijay, Bejai, Vijay. On the right hand side in the compound is KSRTC. That is a Road Transport Corporation. The bus station on the right hand side. This is again a busy area usually, but right now because of the afternoon, sun, I can't see many people. Otherwise, it's always full of people everywhere. Naturally, because of the bus station, many buildings have come up here. This area is once upon a time everything was empty around 30, 40 years back. Nothing was here. Only few houses. Now they all sold the houses. This is a predominantly Christian area once upon a time, and most of the people have sold their land, large lands they used to have. On the right hand side is Automatics, that is a Tata dealership. So now this particular building on the left hand side, which is under construction, is called Rohan Corporation's building. This is being promoted by Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, he's a brand ambassador for this. You may have seen some ads in the TV. So this is a big business complex coming up in a very, very big project of Rohan Corporation. They have a lot of projects here in Mangalore. Again, a lot of apartment systems on this road. And this is a relatively better maintained area with a proper footpath and all that. So now we are approaching the Vijay Market area. On the right hand side, at the end of this road is Vijay Market. It's not yet come. Yeah, and right now you can see at the end, on the right hand side there is a Vijay Market inside this building. And go straight and there is a circle there. So this circle, this is Vijay Market circle. And right on the right hand side there is a Vijay Church. So we're going to go straight now towards the hill. So we were going up towards Kadri Hills. Kadri is an area, there is a hill area. So we are going to go through that area. There's quite a big park in there called Kadri Park. So we are going to pass that area. It's a very beautiful blue sky today. Weather is very good, very clear skies. If we go right here, it goes to Kadri Temple. Now we are going to take left. That goes to the Kadri Hill. There are other approaches also there on the other side. So this is the main road towards Kadri Hill. So right now the buildings are there on the left hand side. Otherwise, it's quite scenic from here. Again, some flat or something is coming up on the left hand side. On the right hand side, that's a small hill, Gudda, and a small hill area where the circuit house is a government circuit house, and there is a famous restaurant called Gajali, which is famous for seafood. And government guest houses are called a circuit house, where a lot of ministers come and stay, and all MLAs and important figures, government officers, when they visit Mangalore. Well, there is an intersection here. We are going to take a right here. There is a Kadri Park Road. So this is Kadri Park Road. They have taken special interest in developing this area with red tiles on the sides and a concretized road on the middle, in the middle, and some shades on the side for the people to sit, and some food stalls, under license on the right hand side. On the left hand side, inside that wall, there is a air India. There's a sorry. There's a radio station, All India Radio. And on the left again here, after the All India Radio, there is Kadri Park. So that's why the name Kadri Park Road. So the road is called Kadri Park Road, one of the better areas of Bangalore. So this is Kadri Park on the left hand side, and a lot of people go there to get some fresh air, walk, jogging, all sorts of things. So even here a flat has come up on the right on the Kadri Park Road. Before we reach the end of the road, you can see right in your front, there is a flat which has come up called Marian Park, named after the Kadri Park. Because it's a park area, they named it as Marian Park. It's quite a huge building with a lots of flats. It took quite a few years for them to build this because they had to come from the valley. There is a valley down there. From the valley, they had to come up, by erecting the pillars. So it was an engineering challenge for them. Now it's almost complete, I guess. People are already living there. This entry to Marian Park. Okay, we are coming to end of the Kadri Park Road, and there is a highway, what you can see. There is a Mangalore, Kerala to Goa highway, you can call it as. It goes right up to Kerala. On the left, if you go, you can go up to Goa via Udupi, Kundapu, Bhatkal, Unnava, Kumta, and you can reach Goa. Now we are going to the right side, and we are going again into the city through the other side. Left hand side, there is a road going to Eden Park, Club of Mangalore. There is a road on the left side, small road. Huge flat systems have come up here also. You can see on the left side, it's quite a tall flat system. A lot of work is going on here. They're widening the road. They're planning a flyover here because important junction. This is always crowded. Today it's a bit less at this hour. We are approaching a junction called Nantur Junction, which is a very, very tricky area. A lot of accidents have taken place here because of the confusion. Many roads join here. On the left side, if you go, it goes to Bangalore side. If you go straight, it goes to Kerala. You take right, it goes to the city. They're digging up a lot and they're widening the road, and hopefully a flyover is will come up. It is approved, I heard. A lot of work is pending here. So we are taking going to go right. Usually this traffic is too much here. Sometimes we have to wait for 5 or 10 minutes to get the signal, green signal. Now being afternoon, it's a bit less. Okay, we are touching the city again, from this side. So you can see a recent flat system that may have come up around 3 years ago. It was being constructed during the COVID time. Now it's complete. It's quite a huge apartment system. Now we are going downhill. Right now, all this time we were on the hill. Now we are going downhill. On the left hand side, you can see the famous chef's restaurant, which is famous for fast food like burgers, pizza, and all that, and also Chinese, section called Xinlai. So again, we are going downhill. Jimmy's supermarket on the right side. This is again a busy area, so we are approaching the Kadri market. On the left hand side, fast food joints like Pizza Hut, KFC. You can see they have a very good business here. We're going to take a right here. So this is a Kadri market area. On the right hand side is Kadri market. I think left hand side they've been allotted a building that they are not moving in. They prefer to be on the road. So now we are coming to an area called Mallikata. Kadri Mallikata it's called as. Still we are in Kadri area and it's a large area. So this is called as Mallikat area. Probably the name came up because of somebody with the surname Malli. There are a lot of Mallis here with the surname who were in the construction business long ago. Even now they are in the construction business. Malli, family and sub-families. Probably the name came up because of that. So this is called as Mallikata Junction here. There's a big circle, Mallikata circle. We are going to take a right turn here. So we are going towards Kadri temple. You can see a big arch there. That's called as Kadri temple Dwara. So we are going in there. So this road leads to Kadri temple. There is a small ground on the left hand side that is called as Kadri ground. Kadri ground, which is used for many cultural activities. On the left hand side, down there is a Kadri ground. Right now many vehicles are parked there. So we are going straight. We are passing this circle and we are into the Kadri Road. The famous Kadri temple, it's called the Kadri Manjunath temple, which is very famous. It's one of the attractions of Mangalore. This road didn't have so many buildings earlier. Now so many buildings have come up. Small houses were there, old time houses. The old Mangalore is changing now. You can see Kadri temple at the end of this road. There's a blue color building. There is a temple on the right hand side that is called the Satyanarayana temple. That red and white building. A small temple. So right in the front is Kadri temple here, blue building. So if you go to the left, there is a parking area. Right now we are not going to the temple. Someday I'll take you there. I don't know whether we are allowed to videograph there. So we're taking around here. You can see a building there where I think some rooms may be available there. And also there is a hall for some programs and all that. Kadri temple is a very, very vast area inside. And from inside there is a way towards Kadri Hills again. As small kids, and we used to walk up to Kadri Hills, and I don't know whether the route is closed. Small unofficial route. We are tracing back now. We are again coming to that Mallikata circle, approaching there. Actually, they should not be allowing parking here. It's a very, very narrow road. It leads to a lot of traffic jams. Unofficial parking on the one side. Kadri ground on the right side. Again, that Kadri temple Dwara here, where we came from. And there is a Mallikata circle. We are going to take a turn of Mallikata circle. We have to go around. If you go straight, that goes to an area called Bendur. Right now we are not going there. We're going to take a steep right turn. And we are going towards a place called Kodayalvel or Shediguda. Bit of downhill here. It's going downhill, sloping down. You can see a black glassed building. There is a city hospital. City hospital and research center. It has got some nursing college as well. Still we are in Kadri area. This is officially called as Kadri Road. Again, once upon a time there were only some 35 years ago, only Old time houses were there. They all sold the houses, and it has made way for all these commercial buildings. The people who were holding the land here, they become super rich by selling the plots. On the left hand side, there is Bharat BD Works. There is a building there. Bharat BD Works. The Bharat Mall belongs to them. So now we're going to go straight. On the right hand side, you can see a old building, yellow color building. That is Sujir CV Naik Hall. There is a marriage hall, and a lot of those kind of functions take place there. Once upon a time, that was the biggest hall here, marriage hall. Now huge halls have come up. So now we are reaching Bunts Hostel Circle. Bunts Hostel Circle. Because on the right hand side, in the compound, there is a Bunts Hostel. Bunt Community. There is a community hostel still there. On the right hand side, there's a commercial building. Inside there is a big area. It's a vast build uh, plot there. They have Bunts Hostel and other things there. It's a busy junction. If you go to the left side, it goes to the main city center area. Right now we are not going there. We are going straight. So Kadri officially ends here. So now this is Kodal Bill area starting. So we are now right now in the area called Karangalapadi. Karangalapadi. I don't know what it means actually. If you go a little further and take a right turn, there is what is called a Karangalapadi market. It's a very old market, small time market. The entire area is called as Karangalapadi. It's a very small area. And actually, main name is Kodayalbil for all these areas. To go to Karangalpadi market, we have to take a right turn here. We are going to straight here now. All these areas have become busy. Once upon a time, nothing was here. If you go to a little left, there is a road going to city court. There's a narrow lane going up. On the left hand side, that goes to court. That is called as Court Road. This area is called as Court area. Court is situated on the hill again. Mangalore is full of hills and fields, which are filled later, and buildings came up. So now we are near a junction called PVS Junction. PVS Junction, named after the PVS BDs. PVS BD Works, They have see on the right hand side is PVS BD Works, old building. On the left hand side, now you can see towards the end here, there's a pink building that is a PVS building. It's a commercial building, which once upon a time that was the tallest building. I think 10 or 11 floors. Now it's nothing. I mean, height wise. A lot of buses. A lot of buses. Mangalore is full of buses. Service buses, city buses, and autos, two wheelers. Too many. So Mangalore has become really cosmopolitan in every sense. A lot of outsiders have come here and settled for the jobs. So we're going to go straight and come back here later. On the right hand side, there is a hotel called Hotel Ayodhya, one of the old hotels, and still very popular for the restaurant. And next, there is Taj Mahal Cafe, very famous in Bangalore, one of the first cafes or restaurants in Bangalore. Here it was relocated later. Left hand side, you can see Domino's and all. Domino's Pizza. This is called Rashtrakavi Govindapai Circle. He was a poet and attained the status of Rashtrakavi, that is a national poet status. So this circle is named after him. So this building you are seeing on the left hand side is City Point, quite a famous building. And after that, comes the Ocean Pearl Hotel. It's very famous hotel for many functions and all that, and some three restaurants. We are retracing the road. The tall building is the previous building, which I was talking about earlier. Now we are seeing it from the other side. The board is the PVS stores. Down there is a store called PVS stores. So we are taking a left turn here and entering an important road called MG Road, Mahatma Gandhi Road, which is important duct road of Mangalore, which connects one side of the city to other side. That's why this is always busy. Right now, even so now it must be after 2 o'clock now, and still there is quite a few vehicles here. In the evening, this will be always full. This road gets jam packed. On the right hand side, you can see Deepa Comforts Hotel, quite a famous hotel here for the lodging and food. Some three restaurants are there inside. One drawback of Mangalore is there are signals installed, but they are not commissioned. In many areas, only few areas, the signals are working. In other areas, the signals are just namesake. People go as they please. That's a problem here. Chaotic, traffic system is not good. So we go and this goes a bit down here. The road, it's sloping down. And on the left hand side there is a Nilgiris and there is a small time mall called Empire Mall. Belongs to the famous Motisham group. This is Empire Mall. So this is main MG Road. On the right hand side, the big building coming up. It's a huge plot. A very tall building it's supposed to be. On the left hand side, you can see the famous TMAP Convention Center. It was started by Manipal Group, still belongs to the Manipal Group, but leased by Ocean Pearl Group, Hotel Group, They run it now, they maintain it. That is a TMAP hall. And now we are reaching a junction called Ballal Bagh Junction. Ballal Bagh area. Ballal Bagh, the name came up because of the Ballal house. This is a Ballal Bagh circle. A little further there is a Ballal house belonging to the Ballal family, which is very closely related to Dharmasthal family. The famous Jains of Mangalore, Ballal family. On the right hand side, there is a Foodland Hotel, Foodlands. Quite a good restaurant, multi-cuisine restaurant called Foodlands. There is a Foodland Hotel. On the left hand side is Ballal House. I'll show you. It's written on the gate there. There's Ballal House. Because of that, that house name is Ballal Bagh. Because of that name, the entire area is now called as Ballal Bagh. From here, it's called as Lal Bagh. From here, it's called as Lal Bagh. On the left hand side, there is a Mangalore City Corporation building, quite a huge building. So now we have to wait at the traffic here, but still I'm not cutting the video. I'm not stopping the video. Just because this is one continuous video. I wanted to take 1 hour video, continuous 1 hour drive through Mangalore. Beautiful blue skies. On the right hand side you can see the Saibing complex, which I showed earlier. We came through from the other side, from the opposite side. At far end on the hill you can see a building that is called as a Biaris His Grace Apartments. Similar 4 blocks they have. Huge. It is huge. Once upon a time that was the hugest, biggest apartment system of Mangalore. It's situated on the hill with a lot of sea view. We're going to take a right turn here and again going towards the Bijay area. We are retracing. Then I'll take you to a new area. Mangalore is no more a small town, is grown. What I'm showing today is only one section of Mangalore. There are many other areas in Mangalore which I will cover later. On the right hand side is Saibin complex. We just got a one restaurant, couple of restaurants, a lodging inside, and a lot of mobile shops and electronic shops. Again, on the right hand side, there is Ganesh BT compound and Hotel Timappa, which has become very famous now for the seafood. On left hand side is Bharat Mall, which has got a multiplex of 4 theatres. This is Bharat Mall. The Pabbas have got a restaurant here called as Ideal Cafe. Pabbas Ideal Cafe. So we are taking a left turn here. We're taking a left turn. This is a Bijay area. This is called Bijay Kapikad Road. Bijay Kapikad Road. On the right hand side you can see Mescom building of this section. There are many others. Many other buildings of Mescom. This is one of them. Mescom is the electricity board. On the left hand side is Plama building, Plama flats and commercial complex. This is Bijay Kapikad Road again. The time is around 2:15 in the afternoon. That's why the rush is not much. Otherwise, this is always busy. On the left hand side, there is Ocean Pearl Hotel again. There is a smaller version of Ocean Pearl. It's called as Ocean Pearl Inn. So we're going straight here. There's a temple on the left hand side. Always some functions will be going on there, some devotional programs and all that. So the road is dividing here. We where we started was on the left side. Now we are going to take a right turn here. We're taking a right road that goes towards the highway. Uh, we are going towards an area called Kuntikan. So this is a Kuntikan road. Kuntikan is a small area of this side. After Bijekapet is Kuntikan on one side, and the other side is Kotara or Kotikani road, where we came from, where we started this video. If you go straight and take a right turn, there is the AJ hospital, the big hospital, AJ hospital, belongs to the AJ group. You can see a flyover there, there is a highway. So right now we are going to take a left turn and we are going to go on a service road which will join the highway. If you go straight, there is Kuntikan area, and also we can go to the airport. So this is a narrow service road, very very dangerous to drive, because actually technically this should be a one way, but people go in all the direction because there's no proper board here that it is one way. See, big cars are coming and blocking the road. Very very narrow road, very very dangerous driving conditions on this side. If you go to the right, a little to the right side, there is a ditch. You can see the ditch on the right side. See, the concrete is gone here and rods have come up. Very, very dangerous. They should be looking after this. Nothing is being done. So here we join the highway. From the flyover, it has come down here, the highway. So we are going to join here. Quite a tricky area. So gradually we have to join. See how risky it is here. Very risky. In the dark, if it's a dark night, it's quite difficult to drive here. Yeah, now we are touching the highway. So this is a Kerala Goa highway. If you go straight, it goes to Goa, up to Goa, via Udupi, Kundapur, Bhatkal, Karwa, and Goa. You can see a tall building at a distance on the left side. There is a Bandari Heights apartments, very very tall, around 23 or 24 story building. It's a apartment building. So we are going towards that. We are again taking a service road here. Yeah. We have come to the service road. Now we're getting into the city from this side, from the west side. The highway is going up, because there is one more flyover there. So we are taking a steep left here to go to the city again, to the area from where we came from. On the left hand side, you can see the Bandari Heights building, what I talked about. And right opposite to that, there is a hotel called Ginger Hotel. I think they have branches all over India. It's a no frills hotel called Ginger Hotel. This is Bandari Heights with a small commercial complex as well as residential apartments. We are going up towards the Kottara area. This is called as Kottara area. And Infosys, old Infosys, what I was talking about. Now we have come from the other road. Left hand side you can see the old Infosys building. So this road is called as Infosys Road unofficially. This is actually Koolur Ferry Road. Koolur Ferry Road. Koolur is a area, and if you go back here and towards Udupi or on the highway, there is a Koolur on the way. That's why this Koolur Ferry Road. There is a ferry area. And that is the official name. Koolur Ferry Road is the official name. Again called as Urva. We are going towards the Urva stores, what I was talking about earlier. Here we are going to take a left turn towards some government quarters. So most of the areas are full of, these areas are full of government quarters. On the left hand side, you can go to the Jilla Panchayat. On the left, right, everywhere it is government quarters, old buildings. Now slowly they are changing. They are changing means they are demolishing the old buildings and building the new ones. In some areas, it's a very vast area. Actually, we are just going through one section of it. A lot of government quarters and with the good facilities actually. Built, those are built probably 60, 70 years ago, maybe. The road is getting narrower. Yeah. Now I have to take a steep right turn to get to the main road. Very, very steep down right turn. Quite a dangerous turn here. You see a road there? That's where we started and where we came from. A little further, we are going to the right here and we'll reach a place called Mahaganapati temple. Quite an important temple on this side. It's a Ganapati temple. There is one more Ganapati temple called Sharav in the city. This is called Mahaganapati temple. At the end you can see. End of this road. On the right hand side you can see Tulu Bhavana. Tulu is the language official, not official, it's a sort of colloquial language here. There is Tulu Bhavana. A lot of activities take place. On the right here you can see the Mahaganapati temple. This is Mahaganapati temple. So here we can again see the Koolur Ferry Road. That is a Infosys Road. We are again touching it from this side. There is arch, this is Mahaganapati temple arch. So we have again entered the Kollur Ferry Road or Infosys Road. Taking a left turn here, we'll reach Urvastos. From there, we'll go to the area from where we started. So this is Urvastos area. On the left hand side, there is a Urvastos market and the commercial complexes on the right side. A lot of them. And some residences at the back of it, a big residential area at the back of it. So on the left hand side is Urvastos bus stand, and you can see a small temple there also. We're taking a left turn here, again passing through the government quarters, many government quarters, another section. Good amount of shade here because of the trees on both the sides. A thoughtfully designed area. I wish the entire city would be like this one day, because Mangalore is famous for its very, very hot weather. Particularly the summers are unbearable. Even now, today, is very hot. Being November, still is very hot. We had a lot of rains. Out of the season rains, almost up to the end of October. But still the weather is not improved. It's not cold at all. Okay, now we are taking a right turn and going to the area from where we started. We had come by this road. This is the back of Infosys building. This is called Kotikani Road. This is the area where we started from. On the left hand side, there's a katte called Ganesh Katte. Some programs take place there. So we're going straight here. This is within the city, but it doesn't look like city area, because it was a forest area once upon a time, developed later. Some 4 or 5 years back, there was absolutely no traffic here, but now a lot of people go from this road because they know the connection. They can avoid the traffic on the other side, so they come by this side. So right now I'm ending the video near a shop. I'm going for a bit of shopping. In a couple of minutes, this video will end. So thank you for being with me and watching this video. I hope you watch this video completely. Please support my channel by subscribing and also share this video and more videos from my channel with your friends, and ask them also to subscribe. In the coming months, I'll be uploading a lot of videos about our district, Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts. I'll be taking a lot of videos in the future, and I'll be uploading here. And I'll also be telling some stories about how our district, the heritage of our district. Some stories. I'm just compiling it. In the future, I'll be coming up with that. So this is again Bijika Road. So thanks for being with me. I'll see you in my next video.